calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Skirts by him at the 35. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Go on, 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. The 30. 10. 5. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Murray now to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
This Jacksonville unit really struggled to get to the quarterback in 2020. Just 18 sacks as a team. Only Cincinnati had fewer. Remember, they used to be known as Saxonville. They want to get back to those ways here in 2021.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 77 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, Lawrence. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He gets it complete to Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On the run is Benjamin. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Murray a give to Edmonds on the option. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. Robinson a first down and then some. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On first down, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. But it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Jaguars. Luke Farrell with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Room here to run. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 37-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
On first down, Benjamin. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give to Edmonds. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Murray now on first down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the catch made by Hopkins. Oh, he shifts past him. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The end result, 21 yards.
The Jaguars are eager to see what Laviska Shenault and Trevor Lawrence can do together. Shenault was a 2nd-round pick in 2020, and they're going to move him like a chess piece all over the formation and even put him in the backfield.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On third down, Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Murray now. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Now Murray again. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. Now the Jags have used the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And incomplete on the deep ball. Laviska Chenault, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. And all the way down to the 9.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Luke Farrell, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
On the return, Andy Isabella. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Benjamin. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time, with a flag. They run it with Benjamin. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Ward. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Murray going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved. Finally, that's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here, the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, Benjamin. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Murray hook it up with Kirk for an Arizona first down.
First down grab there by Christian Kirk, now in his 4th season with the Arizona Cardinals, and they would like to get the ball to him a little bit more. Just 48 catches last year. Typically, when he catches it, it results in big plays.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Benjamin. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Able to find Kirk complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They begin the drive with Robinson. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he will have have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lawrence to Jones, first down, Jacksonville. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Lawrence on first down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
On second down now. It's Robinson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, 47 yards. And the Jags answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Murray. Gets this to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Murray to throw. And that's caught by Williams. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Very sharp here to start this drive. 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
An important play right here. 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd. As they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Boy, tight game like this fourth quarter. Personal foul penalties a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Jacksonville, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.